I hope it's a beautiful week. It is a lovely week here in the Kootenay Mountains of BC. It's warming up. It is hard to drive. It's hard to go anywhere because the snow is so dense, but it's lovely. And I'm looking out of my window. I notice the blue lake of shining waters, except it's a river, and it's gray and it's dull and it's beginning to be slump month, even though the weather is a little bit more mild. And that's why I have the giveaway available for homeschool moms, because if you're not familiar with this time of year, it's classic at this time of year to feel dull and gray right along with the weather. And it's typically the time of year that you consider sending the kids back to school or completely revamping your entire curriculum or changing a homeschool method. That's a very normal thing at this time of year. So what I did is, and hopefully it will be complete by the end of the day, is put together a giveaway for you. Here's what's in the giveaway. There is a book by Sarah McKenzie, the ReadAloud Revival podcaster and host, and also now a publisher of Waxwing Books. She's written her second book, and it's a storybook for children. It's beautiful. She's given me 2 copies. I will create another giveaway sometime this year, probably around Mother's Day. And so you can enter to win on my website, www.capturingthecharmedlife.com. You'll also see a space here on Facebook and on Instagram. You'll see a space on Patreon in the Homeschool Mama support group there. By the end of the day, you're going to see that book is available. My book, Homeschool Mama Self Care, Nurturing the Nurturer, is also one of the offerings. There's a dark chocolate sea salt Lindt bar that I love in that package. There's a little tin of David's tea and also my gratitude journal for homeschool moms, which you can go check out on Etsy if you're curious what it is. So those things will be available as a giveaway. You can sign up. You comment, you add 3 friends that might be interested in it. And if you do that more than once, you'll apply for more than 1 ballot. And the entries will be closed on February 13th so that I can give a special mom a Valentine's gift on Valentine's Day. And I hope that that's an encouragement to you. If we haven't met, my name is Teresa Wiedrick. I am the certified life coach and homeschool mentor found here every Tuesday afternoon. I go live and answer questions. If you have any thoughts or any questions or you wanted to discuss something, you can also find me live in the support group on Fridays in the Homeschool Mom Room. This week, we're going to be having a writer's room, which means you can bring an interest in writing or a writing project that you're already participating in, bring that on Friday and we can discuss how to develop it more, or we can just have a joint co-writing time, whatever it is for whoever is deciding to join. I know there's 1 mom that I know in the group that is writing a book. I know there's 2 moms in the group that are interested in poetry. One has been writing poetry for a long time. One hasn't done it for a while. I know there is another mom who writes very soulful nonfiction type stories. There is another mom who is writing a course for new homeschool moms, and her name is Kimberly Sperry. She is both in our support group, she's here on the Facebook group, and I just had a conversation with her on Instagram Live because she is a homeschool mom of 11. 8 are presently at home. So she works with new homeschool moms who are moving or that have large homeschool families, and also is a homesteader. So she's replete with ideas. She was the gal who shared the canning workshop last Friday. And if you'd still like to check out that canning workshop, just ask her for a link. Her name is Kimberly Sperry, Sperry. Just tag her here in the group. She's here. So that's what we'll be doing on Friday, is in the writer's room, having a discussion on writing, what its relevance might be in our lives. Perhaps you're journaling. Perhaps you're wanting to develop a journaling practice, or you have goals to write song lyrics. Whatever it is, you can bring it there because we'll have a great conversation about it. And also it's just very encouraging, almost like an accountability practice, to do a writing practice alongside other people. There will, The podcast episode today was with Mrs. I should say, or Ms. Sarah McKenzie, the podcaster and host of and the author of the book that is part of the giveaway. She is from ReadAloud Revival Podcast, and she has shared so much about her writing journey, her publishing company journey, which probably seems unrelatable, but this is a homeschool mom of 6 kids who actually doesn't live very far away from me. And she's a significant podcaster in the homeschool realm. She shares very interesting podcast episodes about various books and authors that you are likely to encounter as a homeschool parent. And she also just loves books. She told her husband once that she's going to start a podcast. She'd like to start a podcast about read-alouds. And he said, that will be a very short-lived podcast. What are you going to write about? Or what are you going to share about? And it turns out she's found things to discuss, and she's still doing it. And now her oldest is her virtual assistant and is a full-grown adult. So she continues on with that. And it's just an engaging podcast. So I encourage you to check out my podcast to listen to the conversation between me and her. There's a whole lot of giggling, just her and me. So much giggling. Decided not to edit all of the giggles out because it's just, energetic, lots of fun, lots of flow. But the questions this week, I just want to say a big warm welcome to all of you who are new in the space, and especially those that are new to homeschooling. If you are new to homeschooling, I offer a free first year meet and greet every Wednesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is ask me for a Zoom link and I will see you there. You can ask whatever questions you would like about reading and curriculum and new homeschooling and all the things. In this last week, we welcomed 3 homeschool moms that all shared very similar interests or concerns. Not so much questions, just more thoughts around what they would like to see in this group. And not coincidentally, they're all very similar. And so then I thought, well, this is very interesting that they are all quite similar. And so I wonder, is that the time of year? Maybe it's the time of year. Not sure. The slump month season where we're all just not feeling our best. But one mom said, I'm 11th year homeschooler, one graduated, one in high school, one in kindergarten, and I would love a community with moms in similar phases and places in homeschool life. Well, I am glad you're here because that was me way back in my early days. I wish I would have had the community or the support group that I offer in Patreon every Friday. But I don't just offer, by the way, a Friday support group. It's encouragement all week long. And if you're curious about talking to somebody who is part of that group, I can connect you in with somebody. I try to get behind the screen. Like I can't because we all live in different parts of the world. But my intention is to feel like a real person that has been there, done that, because I've homeschooled 4 kids. I did it over the course of less than 2 decades. And I've got 3 grown kids, 1 kiddo who's in his first year of high school. It's been a beautiful journey. And I wish, though, that I had somebody to walk alongside or other homeschool moms to just feel like we have a supportive community, because you can. You just have to come. There was another mom who shared, let's see here. You shared you're a homeschool mom of 8 from 6 months to 16. That's a lot going on right there. That is, but Kimberly could have a great conversation with you. And you're looking for creativity and support. I'm curious, is that creativity in your own homeschool interests, or is that creativity in the homeschool itself? Depends. I can answer the question, but it depends on which one you're asking. I would encourage you to come to the homeschool support group if you're looking to embolden yourself and, follow your own rabbit trails of curiosity, because I will make sure that we're doing that on the regular. You're creating time away to connect with other people, but also to connect in with yourself, to get curious about your own curiosities and to, encourage your own creativities. But if you're talking about the kids, well, we can talk about that too, because obviously this is a homeschool mom support group. So it's about homeschooling and momming. I'll have to remember I just said that. That was pretty accurate to the experience. There was also, and I think there was one other mom that shared similar thoughts too about community. Yes. Kayla said, my family is not supportive of homeschooling, so being a part of a supportive community is what I'm looking for. Amen, girlfriend. I know there are homeschool moms that have beautifully supportive families of their homeschool choices, and then there are many of us who either have agnostic, like kind of on the fence, disinterested, or not really noticing what we're doing families, but then there's also families that genuinely care what we're doing, don't want us to be doing what we're doing, and that doesn't feel good. So I welcome you to join us in the support group, and we can have those conversations. There is a book discussion every month, so I make sure to bring in books that can be used as personal growth opportunities for homeschool moms, but there's obviously also homeschool books or learning about learning books. There are also book discussions, writers' rooms. We have a support group where you can ask whatever questions you want, and we can give each other encouragement. And there's also a customized workshop every month, which is an opportunity for you to get whatever knowledge or training that you need specific to your homeschool. In this Patreon support group, there is a community chat. I gotta say, that's a new thing in that. And I love that because I'm on social media because I am more easily able to connect with you. This is an amazing way for me to be able to meet a bunch of people around the world. And I wouldn't have that option because if you notice my backyard, not a lot of people right there. No, there's a bald eagle's nest. That's probably my nearest neighbors. I saw a mother and their baby deer walk across the snow the other day. Not a lot of people in my backyard, not directly anyways. I know that some of you are local, but I mean like the backyard. And so then really I'm able to connect with people all over the world, and so are you. But when I was younger, I mean, I didn't feel that support either. In fact, I had some antipathy towards homeschooling and in my family. And I too would have absolutely loved having that kind of support to get cheerleading, to have a cheerleader say, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And guess who is going to be your cheerleader? I am not going to put myself into pom-poms, but I will be here cheerleading you. That's why I'm here in the Homeschool Mama support group. So if you want to learn more about that, just ask me for a link. You can check it out 7 days free. Did I tell you that? You can join for 7 days, see what's going on in the discussions. You can see the kind of people that are hanging out there. You can come, join us for an opportunity to, chit chat and connect, whatever, for 7 days. And then you can decide if it's the right thing for you. But if you're looking for community, we're here. I hope you're having a great week, getting outside in the snow if it's kind of temperate. I hope it's a fun week, and we'll talk to you next week.